Alright, so this is the curtain tape cartridge pleat hack. So I bought this tape. It's meant for curtains, for ruching up curtains, and it makes little cartridge pleats. And I'm going to use it to make cartridge pleats on my 1660s gown on the skirt. So the first thing I did is I pinned this to the edge of the right side of my fabric. I folded it over. This is where the skirt splits in the back. I pulled out the strings that you're going to pull in the end to pull up the cartridge pleats. And now I'm going to sew this together, like right at the edge. So I got this under my machine. I've lined up the edge right here. I want to stitch it fairly close to the edge, but not so close that it will fray, because this is silk satin and this fabric frays terribly. So let's see. And I'm not gonna pin it all. I'll remove that pin. I'm not gonna pin it all. I'm just gonna like eye it and place this tape as it runs underneath. So now we've attached this tape to the top edge of our skirt. What we do next is we fold it over like this. And we go to the ironing board and press that and pin it. So here you see I've folded it over and pressed it and pinned it here. Need to do that all the way around. See, here you have the raw edge, and it nicely encloses that raw edge and gives you a nice clean top. So once I've ironed all of this and pinned it, the next step is to hand sew the bottom edge. So we do have to do some hand sewing here, but it saves us from these two lines, and it gives us a good guide, because we then do our hand sewing stitches right here. We use this as a guide for how big our stitches will be. Alright, so now we're at the step where we sew the tape, the bottom of the tape to the fabric. As you can see, I'm sort of using this as a guide where to do the stitching. That eliminates the need of marking the fabric. So that's one less step. My thread, you have to have a really long thread, as long as your piece of fabric that you're cartridge pleating. I doubled it and I waxed it. It's just like beeswax. I've had this forever. And that prevents it from tangling, and it also kind of makes the two threads stick together and work like one. So now you do this all the way around. So I've put a row of stitching at the bottom and at the top. It's hard to see. You can see it better from the outside. And then you just draw the whole thing up. Makes beautiful little pleats like this. Just pull all four and draw up the entire width, and then you attach the waistband by adjusting the gathers to fit it, either make it tighter or looser. You kind of pin it to the waistband first, maybe a pin every inch or so. Here we have everything drawn up very, very tightly and pinned to the waistband. And the next step is to sew it to the bottom of the waistband, each little curly or little curve, swirly thingy, however you call them, gets tacked onto the waistband. So that's the next step. So just so you see how to attach this, you kind of stitch into every little pleat at the top of the pleat, these little swirlies. See, it's been attached like this. And then when you fold it over, you get this. Here we've got the final result, the finished skirt with trimmings on and everything. And you can see the really nice tight little pleats that this method makes. If you want different size pleats, deeper pleats, bigger pleats, the curtain tape does come in different sizes. I chose a really small one because I wanted very small and tight pleats. I really recommend this method. You're still gonna spend quite some time on the pleating process. I spent an entire evening, but it saves you the step of measuring and marking, and also you only have to do 2 rows of hand stitching to draw this up into pleats instead of 4. So it's really nice, and it does make very nice pleats. Thank you for watching.